Yeah, he joins us here, and Mark Stallard upstairs was just saying, I wonder how many questions you'll be asking yourself after that one about could have done this, woulda, shoulda, coulda, and all that sort of stuff. Are you this evening?
No, I don't think so. I don't think anything I could have done really would have changed the course of that. We did loads and loads of work. They're very, very good at set plays, very good with a long throw. We were aware of that. We did loads of work. We did a big video bit. We made sure the boys knew their jobs. At the end of the day, they were better than us on the day in both boxes. They defended brilliantly. Their energy levels were great, and you can't concede 4 goals, can you? And that was it. We got caught a little bit after we conceded, and then we conceded a second. We went a bit nervous, and in our defending, a bit of apprehension, and all the stuff that wasn't there or hasn't been there became there, and that's part of football anxiety. So I'm not going to go to town on these boys. They've been fantastic, and today I thought Newport were excellent.
How frustrating is it to come down to earth with such a bomb?
Yeah, of course it is, absolutely. I knew this would be tough. They asked questions of us. You know, this is a team that go on cup runs and beat big teams, not because they're bang average, because they're good at what they do. And today we couldn't cope with it defensively. We were a bit at 6s and 7s, and because of that, you're chasing a game. And when you chase a game, there's anxiety. But you know, I think that the 3rd and 4th goals would be natural kill you, especially 5 minutes into the second half. You haven't even got a chance to have a little rally. But it's one of them, you've got to just draw a line under it and move on.
Looking back, obviously the defending from a lot of the dead balls and set pieces and things like that this season has been the Achilles heel. How confident are you that tonight was a one-off and it won't become that again?
Well, Newport are very good at them. You know, when we do a lot of analysis on the opposition, and when we went through their footage, they've got a range of different ones, and every time that you give away a throw-in, which happens a lot in a game, they've got the capabilities of launching it into the middle of your goal and putting 5 people in your box. Today we switched off from that long throw and they did a short one and got round the back. But like I say, we didn't handle it, and we just got to learn from it. We show these young boys who have been brilliant for us, you know, how to do it better, what to do better, and you know, they've been fantastic up till now. And today they've had a blip, and I think we all had a blip. We played some nice stuff, and we huffed and puffed a bit, but when you concede 4 goals, it's the game's more than likely going to be over.
That was the weird thing. At half time, you're 3-1 down, and yet it kind of still felt like the game was there. It felt like it was a really open game.
Yeah, and we felt that at half time. We said, look, you know, we've got to be patient, keep moving the ball. They've got something to defend now, and to be fair to them, game management was excellent. They took the lead 3-1 up at half time through what they do well, and then they camped in and they made it very, very difficult for us. We wasn't going to out-muscle them. We're not a bigger team than them. We had to play through them. We had to be brave. It's hard to be brave when you're anxious and you're 3-1 down, but we tried. But they defended well. But the 4th goal within 2 minutes of the half-time, that's the one that puts the game to bed.
How much did you miss the ability of John Stead to be able to play with his back to goal and hold it up a little bit, and maybe that energy of Craig McHale-Smith in the first half?
I don't think we missed it at all. I don't think that was the issue. The issue was we couldn't defend. And that's nothing to do with John Stead or Craig McHale-Smith. We defended very, very poorly today, which has been unlike us for the last few games. And it doesn't matter what system tactics we had. They were excellent in our box, and we never dealt with the stuff that came our way. And to win games of football, you have to do that.
What's the changing room like at the moment? What's the emotion like?
They're okay. They're a group of winners, and they're fuming with themselves. I can see it in their faces. So it doesn't need me to say too much, other than what happens in football is whenever you lose a game of football, you've got to bounce back, and that's the most important thing.
What do you take away from tonight? What's the biggest takeaway? What do you learn?
That we're not as invincible as everybody thinks we are after a run of 3 games. I knew as soon as we finished the Mansfield game, I knew this would be the toughest game of the season. I said it. We did loads of work on the boys on it to make sure we were ready, and we didn't deliver. And like I said, it's the first time that this group has done that.
So how tough will Tranmere be on Saturday?
Tough. We've got to bounce back. It's, you know, just what happens in football. You can go on a bad run as quickly as you go on a good run. But look, what we've done, we've given ourselves a chance. We've given ourselves hope over the last few weeks, and that's not going to go away because of 1 defeat.
I just wonder if how important it is actually not to get too down about this. You're just taking 7 points from 9 against teams 1st, 2nd, and 4th. Not to get too downbeat and understand that, you know, there's 13 games left and they're all big, and 13 games to go out there and get survival from.
And like I said, you know, we need a certain amount of wins, a certain amount of draws to get to a certain amount of points, and that doesn't change. You know, you just got 1 game less to do it. As the leader of this group, I'm not gonna, it's too late in the season for me to start beating people off, shouting, getting down. I'll put a smile on my face. I'll keep things bubbling along. I'll keep these boys believing in themselves. I'll try and keep all you lot believing in us as well, and that's my job, to take everything on my shoulders, and we go to war again on Saturday at 3 o'clock.